What is up, guys? How's it going? My name's Jackal, and as always, you see the channel name and the name of the channel. You see what we're here to do. We're here to do some of these Dark Knight freedom things. We're here to go liberate us some slaves. We got some slavery going on in here, and we don't approve of that. Will is based. So we're just gonna walk through here and whoop some ass. Ooh boy. Let's not get shot by laser eyes. I'm not used to collecting the gems, so that just one knot of strength that I have more than I normally do is actually being quite a difference maker. You know, when I was a kid, I feel like I spent an inordinate amount of time trying to see if I could actually get around that. And I feel like when I was a kid, I feel like I actually made it kind of close. I don't know why I would even think to try doing that. Oh shit. Nope. Not even gonna try to do that shit to me, buddy. Life. Oh yeah. That's why I spent an inordinate amount of time doing that. Because as a kid, I couldn't find this. But you're always made to transform when there's a reason for it. And as you can see here, hair not moving, hair moving. Break on through, baby. And another dark space. And over here we got another power up, but for this time, our big man. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I'll give you some advice. Freedom's power, the Dark Friar, can defeat enemies in places a sword can't reach. When you've defeated all the enemies, the road will be open. First gotta transform, so he may accept the oncoming strength. Dark Friar can now be used. The Dark Friar is a dark power that only Dark Knight Freedom can use. Use the aura power to scorch a distant enemy. Use the attack button to save energy. So it works the exact same as Psycho Dash. Boom. Except this actually, I think, charges up just a little. Just a tad faster. Alright, let's not run. We need these early areas to take as long as they can, because at very least, up until the what's it called? Up until the end of the Seaside Palace. The end of M. I've pretty much done all these parts of the games numerous times. Usually it would be after I got the, usually it would be either at the entrance of the Seaside Palace, or it would actually be like midway through Mu that I would get bored and stop playing. Especially because that was always an area that I actually had a pretty difficult time navigating when I was younger. Hopefully now that I'm an adult, it's much easier. Bow. There are people who are forced to work deep in the diamond mine. Please use this key to save them. Oh, we shall. We shall use the key of liberation. We got the elevator key. Not like we would be able to tell that this thing we're gonna go to is an elevator. Oh wait, we gotta go around. It's nice. I really feel like with Final Fantasy II, I'm coming upon the end game of that. Let me look on my phone. When did I actually start? I know, the last thing we want to discuss while I'm playing one game is to be looking up a different game. 4 months ago. So the first date I uploaded, February 7th. I think this was like legit right after we moved into this house. I was trying to remember if I had started Final Fantasy II when I was still in my old crib. I was trying to remember, but right before it is when I was doing this. So that was definitely with Pokemon. Let's see, where's so we were doing right during there. We were doing. It was only Pokemon. Yeah, it was only Pokemon Red and Final Fantasy II at the time. Because right before we moved, I had just finished Metroid 2. I had just finished my second run of Metroid 2. That's what I had done. Okay. I'm just trying to get my timeline correct on how things were as I was moving, because that was already like 4 or 5 months ago. It's hard for me to remember that far back as far as like what game I was playing. Anyway. Let's run all the way back. Took forever talking there, so let's... Okay, quit running into walls. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, and it's funny that, growing up, for the second boss of this game being one that's traditionally known as being really easy, but my grandfather not being able to beat him. Elevator entrance. Doesn't look like any elevator I've ever seen. And that key is now gone. Oh hey, now we're up on the lines that we saw earlier. Perspective looks a lot different, of course. But yeah, no, for the Viper being the boss that I could beat that my grandfather couldn't, whenever it came to the next boss, the twin vampires, bro, that's a boss battle that I could never do as a kid. What is this? I see tingly tingly. And we got a mine key. Straight up. Straight up, strength up, baby. Yeah. Alright, before we even go to... Eat a dick. Whoom. Ooh, I win. I like how their telepathy powers fucking blow their hair away. Brah. Actually, now that I'm older, I can definitely say the knight's pose of doing his telepathy is actually less cool. Just holding the sword up in the air. Brah. Thank you. I won't forget what you've done. Take this key. Now we got 2 keys. The key to the mine. So we have 2 mine keys. Excellent. Finish playing this, and then it's time to take a nap because I got work in the morning. You have both keys. Oh, you need both keys. Ah, it's the 3 that we saw before. Remus, thank you. Our home village is across the ocean. If you could go there, help the villagers to regain their strength. Thank you. All living things in our home country have grown strange. People have turned to stone. Some are sick with unknown diseases. Jeez. Thank you. I heard from Eric that your friend has lost his memory. Legend says that there is a song that brings back from the past. Please let him hear it. Nice. New song. I need a favor. May I have the prison key and the melody of the wind as a souvenir of our meeting? I'm sure I'll never use it again. Alright, well, I guess the game has decided for us that we do not need that other song anymore. I wish it would have had let us collect all of our songs, but, you know, for most people, they want to keep that inventory clear. I mean, we really only needed that one, we only needed that, we only needed that one song for the Larai Cliffs. I mean, it takes it from you, so you very clearly don't need it again. I don't remember that getting taken away, though. That's interesting. It's fine that it does it, just I don't remember. Too bad by the time I go back to Frisia, I won't have... Because I believe we will have 17... I believe we have 17 red jewels, and the next power-up is 18. So we will not quite have enough. Let's see. Oh wait, I think I had to go up here to talk to him. So I'm just not looking at the list right now. $17. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was at 18. Okay, well, we at least got the 3 status boosts. So after this, it's just a psycho power and a dark power. And then the My Secrets is if you get all of them, and you get to go to the end place. Actually, hold on. Let me go on my phone and actually bring up the list now. Because I actually... The 50th one is in the Tower of Babel, which is at the end. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I wonder if you can leave the Tower of Babel and go back to the last town. You must be able to. Unless after you beat it, it drops you off back at the town, like a lot of games do, where it'll drop you, right before the final area, right where you saved last, but you still have all your inventory from after. Alright. Play a song for the homie. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, 17 minutes. About 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes left. What is this place? Oh, wait. We should end in the perfect place. Yo. What is this place? Somehow I feel a little homesick. I feel like I'm back in the womb. Jesus Christ, Eric, take it back, buddy. Nobody went that far back. Everything that's happened and the people I've met are pouring into my head. He gave them all a hit of the devil's lettuce is what happened. Sometimes that shit'll have you deep in your own thoughts. Especially when you try to go to sleep. Oof. I was raised in the town of South Cape. When my father didn't come back from an expedition, the most important thing in my life was gone. I didn't know what to do. But he did come home, didn't he? I couldn't stand my father using soldiers to invade other countries. Jesus. It's awful when someone loses their life. What had taken years to put together was destroyed in one moment. Yeah, that is how that goes. I wonder if Seth is alright. He is not. People live on because they forget about unpleasant things. Jesus Christ. The writing of this game. The dialogue is not why this game is good. It's just, it looks good. It plays good. Combat loop is excellent. It's rewarding. Music is on point. And the places you visit are interesting and cool enough that it all helps. Alright, well, none of that was important. Well, there's an eccentric inventor in the woods nearby. Shall we go? I think his name's Neil. Same name as my lost cousin. Oh, man. Flew in the sky in a thing called an airplane. Yep, we have Will's cousin who invented the airplane and a whole bunch of other shit. I don't know how we got the idea to go here, but, we're going to Neil's. Now we got a full squad of people. Speaking of Tower of Babel, there it is. Gotta hit the rest of the world before we go there, but we'll get there eventually. It's open, come in. Neil, it's me, Will from South Cape. You introduce yourself by the place? Not it's your cousin Will. Oh, Will, you've gotten strong. Are all these people your friends? This person stinks. What do you say? You shouldn't talk like that. There's a wonderful smell in this room, isn't there? Hey, you both talk pretty harshly. When you're wrapped up in inventing things, you don't care about your appearance. And I don't think the smell is that bad. Not enough to hate me for it. I've only been wearing these socks for a month. Gross. Can't believe it. I don't want to breathe the same air as him. That's a camera. It will burn a copy of a scene on a printing paper. Problem is that it takes almost 30 minutes. Scenery doesn't move, but to photograph a person means they can't move for 30 minutes. When I use it, my eyes turned bright red like a rabbit. That's a telescope. You can see stars as if they were in your hand. Those are airplane wings. It's part of a machine that will fulfill man's dream of flying in the air like a bird. The body's too big and you need a runway to take off, so it's hidden in the desert. I bet you that'll play no role in anything that's going to be going on here in the near future. Those are airplane wings? It's part of a machine that will fill... Oh, wait, no, I already did that. That's an oxygen tank. There's air inside. With this, you can breathe underwater, but there's only 1 minute's worth of air inside. Compressing the air would let you stay underwater longer, but I don't know how to do it. Man, so he's pretty much pioneered like all the big inventions. Not all the big inventions, you know what I mean. A bunch of really landmark ones. He's got the airplane, oxygen tank, a camera. He's doing all the things in various different fields of science too. Tell me why you came to see me. Will tells Neil about hearing his father's voice and visiting the world's ruins to find the mystic statues. Interesting. I too have some interest. I too am somewhat... What's the name? I too am somewhat of an archaeologist, or I'm somewhat of an archaeologist myself. The ruins Will talked about are scattered over the world, but they have something in common. Drawing a line among the ruins makes the shape that looks like the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus? That's the Tower of Babel, where Will's father got lost. It's in the middle of the ground painting and the big white bird. There's a new red star below the constellation of Cygnus. That's right, I know a lot. The red star in Cygnus. Will's interest in the ruins, different elements bound together organically. I don't know if it's by coincidence or by design, but something is going to happen. Okay, that was a lot to read. In like very both clear and confusing dialogue. Fortunately, the Nazca ground paintings are a week's walk east of here. Oof. We don't want Will to be the only one having a good time. The group, they all went on a weeks-long journey. I mean, a week if they're walking like... If they're carrying equipment, if they're walking like... They're at least walking 25... They're walking a bit over 100 miles. I don't know how long you would walk in a day, but I'd imagine if you were walking 2 miles an hour for 12 and a half hours, that's 25 miles. You know, you're carrying equipment. That's, you know, I don't know. It was a long way, but you did a good job. This is the most famous ground paintings. This is the most famous of the ground paintings, the Condor. Have you ever heard of it? No one knows why ancient people drew pictures like this. Whenever I come here, I'm overwhelmed by the grand scale. You should go see for yourself. Alright, now we gotta split up and talk to all the people, except for Eric, who's fucking hiding. You know, hiding behind something. It's scary. I'll stay with Neil. Don't be in such a hurry. Wait for everyone else. When you look at it this way, It's like the white lines at an athletic event. I don't know what she said. Maybe the ancient Nazca people ran the house. I mean, they might have. Where's everyone else at? Where's Neil? Where's Lily? This is the condor's stomach. If you dig here, you might find eggs. It's a joke. Don't be so serious. Alright, whatever, Chief. Up until now, all I've done is go to school, study, and play. Sometimes I wonder if my being here isn't all a dream. I do know that feeling sometimes. You know, just the fact that I have, like, you know, 2 kids now. It's like, so there's certain parts of me that's like, holy shit, am I really at this stage in my life? And, like, obviously, my daughter's almost 2. My son, who, you know, I met him when he was 2, is now almost 7. So it's like, no, it is that you have been here. Especially when you're used to your life being one way, and then you kind of look at it a while later, you're like, wow, this almost feels like a dream. Doesn't there seem to be a pattern in the way the rocks are scattered around? Maybe. Isn't there one of the little ghosties? I could have sworn there's a ghostie somewhere that you can find. There he is. Cuckoo! Almost beat him. Where the fuck is everyone again? It must be great to paint such a huge painting on a natural canvas. Can I not walk through the middle of the group? I can. We'll talk about it when everyone comes back. The mystic statue that Will spoke of is somewhere in this plane. I thought I'd seen the painting before. But doesn't this condor look like Cygnus? Of course, I hadn't noticed. Weren't you the one that told us? When we look at it, we see Cygnus, but the ancient people probably saw a condor, yes. They're positioned like the stars on the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus has 9 stars. Where's the red star that's appeared recently? I think it's the left foot, because they said it was below Cygnus. Obviously, if you'd have chosen the wrong ones, they'll be like, no, that's not it. There's a tile buried in the sand. When Will's flute touched it, there was a rumbling sound. Hey, something huge is coming down. Gone. Well. Let's just enjoy this music real quick. This brings me back. amazing. It's been almost 30 years. Hits me right in the 4-year-old. Let's get it loud in here. Let's go, baby. Oh man, that was glorious. Oh god, I love this shit. There's a strange garden floating in the sky over Nazca. On the ground, Neil and my friends look like tiny ants going back and forth. Could the painting be an airport for the Sky Garden? And now we have 4 paths that we can walk down each and every one of them. And, yeah, you have to get an item and bring it all 4 of them to this location. And once you bring them all to this main hub, you get access right there to the boss. All of these are self-contained, so they all have their own little unique puzzles all to them, of varying difficulties. Varying but similar difficulties. It's not like one's like easy and hard. But yeah, that is it for the day, guys. I will be back next time. Next time is Advanced Wars, in which I only have 7 maps left. So, yeah, that's real exciting. I'm going to be coming to the end of that game. Whew, man. Oh, so many things. Got the end of that. Got the end of Final Fantasy coming. I'm going to have to be figuring out something else to play in that mix. Because I feel like I know I want to have my Pokemon Nuzlocke start soon. But if I just finished that like less than 5 months ago, I feel like I need a solid 6. If that's when I like last finished Pokemon. Cause let me look at my playlists here. Let's see. Originally, when I first played Pokemon, that was March 4th of 22. March 4th of 22 to July 7th of 20. So it was March through July. And then I started the next one when did I start the first one? And then I started the next one in December. Ooh, so I did actually start it I actually started it around this time. Maybe there might be something else I buffer out a little bit of time with before I start Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Nah, it might be time. If it's, we'll see. I'm thinking too much about the future. I gotta go. I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta go to sleep. Till then, guys, it's been fun as always.